The city of Austin is honoring a foreign terrorist organization. Today is Tuesday, January 27th, 2026.
Texas Scorecard presents the day's first news for the Lone Star State. The Texas Minute, with your host, Michael Quinn Sullivan.
Welcome into Tuesday. Thanks for spending part of your day with the Texas Minute. Governor Greg Abbott has added 24 Chinese firms to the state's prohibited technology list. More on that story coming up. If you enjoyed the Texas Minute, I hope that you'll like it and even share it with your friends and family. If nothing else, it'll give you all something new to talk about. Let's get into today's news. Late last week, the Austin City Council honored the local chapter of the Council on American Islamic Relations, a group that's been designated a foreign terrorist organization under state law. The council also passed a resolution designating the month of January going forward as Muslim Heritage Month in the city. Late last year, Governor Greg Abbott declared CAIR and the Muslim Brotherhood as foreign terrorist and transnational criminal organizations. Governor Greg Abbott has directed Texas officials to expand the state's prohibited technology list following a threat assessment carried out by the Texas Cyber Command. Under a new law, the Texas Cyber Command is responsible for cybersecurity in the Lone Star State. Among the newly prohibited technologies are TP-Link, Hisense, and TCL. Those are brands commonly found in consumer routers and electronics, as well as a slate of other foreign-linked companies spanning artificial intelligence, surveillance systems, drones, and battery manufacturing. Texas' prohibited technology list functions as a do not buy, do not deploy list for state government. It flags companies and products considered high risk for use in government networks, devices, and infrastructure. Texas is continuing to fight for a 2023 border security law. The state is asking the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals to dismiss a lawsuit brought against the law. The law in question created a new state crime for entering Texas illegally and authorized state law enforcement to arrest and prosecute those who cross the border illegally anywhere in Texas. Two nonprofit organizations in the county of El Paso sued to block its enforcement, with the Biden administration later joining in. The law was briefly allowed to remain in effect, but an injunction was later applied. Shortly after the Trump administration took office, the DOJ ended its participation in the case. Last week, the Fifth Circuit's judges heard arguments about the legal standing of the original plaintiffs to even bring the lawsuit, with Texas arguing it should be dismissed. Regardless of the judge's decision, though, the case is expected to be appealed to the U.S. Supreme Court. The Texas Minute will be right back.
America is at a crossroads. Now, more than ever, Texas must step up and lead the country. We don't have time to mess around. The only way to save America is with a strong Texas. You and I know this, but so do the enemies of life and liberty. Therefore, you and I have no choice but to stand up and fight. I'm Sarah Gonzalez, and to the enemies of liberty, I say, come and take it.
Two civil rights organizations filed an emergency lawsuit on Sunday seeking to extend early voting in Harris County after winter weather forced the closure of polling locations ahead of the special runoff election for Texas's 18th Congressional District. The runoff election in the heavily Democrat district follows a special election held to fill the remainder of U.S. Representative Sylvester Turner's term following his death last March. Early vote centers across Harris County were closed Sunday and yesterday due to freezing temperatures, ice, and hazardous road conditions. The closure had been announced in advance, with County Clerk Tanisha Hudspeth citing safety concerns for voters and election workers. Now, Houston Justice and Pure Justice want a judge to order Harris County to open all main and temporary early voting locations tomorrow and Thursday to replace the lost voting time. The two candidates in the runoff election, both of whom are Democrats, have publicly supported the request to extend early voting. You can find details on all the stories mentioned today and keep up with the latest news by visiting TexasScorecard.com. This edition of the Texas Minute was based on the original reporting of Adam Kahn, Brandon Waltons, Travis Morgan, and Michael Wilson. Our producer is Nick Shepard. I look forward to seeing you out around the Lone Star State. Now, go make it a great day.